Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video I thought it'd be cool to take a look at the past year of Games Workshop dice and just talk about how the quality seems to be coming down quite a bit. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've used to use Games Workshop dice all the time, but now I've started to use other brands and just cheaper dice because I find the quality's a lot better. And this is a bit weird because for me, I used to love some of the dice that they came out with, especially these Warcry dice, and you got a box for each of the 4 Grand Alliances. The packaging was excellent, the box was really cool, and you got this little plastic insert with your 16 dice inside, which was just so nice. Great weight. There's some cool colours. I know some of them you couldn't see too clearly, but overall, the 4 sets were fantastic, and I had to get all of them. And each time I played a different warband from one of the alliances, I'd grab the dice out, and it was really fun, really great. Still use them all the time. I even crossed them over into some other games because I think they're just so crisply printed, and yeah, just really nice. The different textures that you can see. You've got some blank ones, some marbled, and you've got some metallic ones as well. And I think the 3 styles together just works really well. Now, if we compare those dice to the most recent Warcry dice, they're worlds apart. These 4 sets just don't work. I mean, these are probably the best ones. These are my favourite out of all of them. But you can see, even in their promo picture, the printing is not correct. There's lots of little errors. The dots aren't done properly. There's bubbles and chips all over it. And yeah, just completely different quality. You got the rounded edges rather than the squared edges. And these ones are much more expensive. $21.25. That's after a discount, because usually they'd be £25. Whereas the Bringers of Death, Agents of Chaos, and the other Grand Alliance box sets were around £16, and some of them are even still available. You can see here at Firestorm Games, they're still in stock. I'll put some links down below if you want to get hold of those, and then you can still pick these up, because I think they're so good, and I can't say enough good things about them. Even these ones, these are probably my least favourite out of the 4, but still some really nice dice. These green ones are really cool. They remind me a lot of the Chessex dice in that kind of quality, so all up, just really nicely done, but worlds apart from the ones we're seeing lately, and putting them side by side like this just shows how good these old ones really were. I noticed back in January of this year that things were starting to go downhill with the dice when I saw this article for the Tau Empire. We got to see the Combat Patrol box, which is really cool, some awesome models in there, but look at these dice, they were just wrong on so many levels for me. I really didn't like the style of them. And then, as the year progressed, things just didn't get any better. It went worse, actually. Some of the dice just, these were terrible. This didn't look good at all. Very simple. The quality of the dice didn't look great. And just some of the logos weren't very good. These were alright. And then, of course, Horus Heresy was a big improvement. But then it started to go downhill again with the Kill Team. These horrible ogre ones. And yeah, the Kill Team dice from last season just didn't cut it either. But let's take a look at some of the Kill Team dice, and here's mine that I use for my Orc Commandos. I actually like these. I think the black ones with the Orc symbols are probably the best of the Kill Team season dice. They came out really nice, black with the orange, and I didn't get any bad prints or anything like that. I think they were done quality-wise quite good. I never really liked the Krieg. I bought them because I like dice. I like collecting the dice. But I've never really wanted to play with these. The logo just doesn't cut it. And then the rest of the sets after that just didn't get any better. So yeah, I think all up, the Kill Team dice were quite disappointing. And I certainly didn't buy any more after the ones that came out following the Octarius box set release. Now, it was in January when I started building and finished my Space Wolves army. And I thought, I'm going to get some dice from a different company. I'm going to get some cheaper dice, and I found these blue ones, £1.69, get 20 dice. They are a little bit smaller. They're not the 16mm size, but still, for that many dice, and the quality is great. But then I found these ones. These are 16mm dice, really crisply done. They were £4.99 for a pack of 40 dice. So, I mean, that's a huge comparison in price. Of course, there's no logo, but the quality on these was completely different and much improved on Games Workshop. Then I looked at my Astra Militarum later in the year, and I started using dice from all my different Warcry sets, and I really started to notice that a lot of the printing was off. You can see here, it's just not very good at all. Even those £5 cheap dice are so much better as far as quality goes. So I picked up these Flames of War dice. Again, a little bit smaller, But fantastic, great quality. They've got the cool US logo on there, and I popped them in this little tin. And for my Astra Militarum, I think these are really fun to use. I don't mind them being a little bit smaller. You can see the size comparison there. But for the price, again, really cheap, just over £6, you're getting 20 dice. So I bought 2 sets of these, got 40 dice for when I use my Gatling cannons and things like that, and so I'm good to go for a really great price. These ones aren't so easy to find, but I'll put a link down below for when they come back in stock. Now, Imperial Fists are one of the most recent armies I've painted, and I went for the cheap dice again. I got this nice box to keep everything in, and then I bought some yellow dice, 16mm ones, really cheap. But again, the quality is so much better. Let's have a look at them up close, and you should just see for yourself how good they are. I got some little black ones as well. But here we are, really nice and crisp. And yeah, no complaints at all. No logo again, but I just figured for the price, these ones came to $2.99 or $2.79 for 10. So to get 20 of those was a little over £5. So nice quality dice, £5. The colour matches the models. Of course, there's no logo, so you miss out on that a little bit when you play. But it's always nice to see those 6s come up when they do. I put together another army of Gloomspite Gits this year, and I use them mostly in Warcry now, but I may be revisiting it next year with Age of Sigmar. But then these were those dice that came to $4.99 for 40, all different colours, and really good. They're going to work perfectly with the craziness of the Gloomspite Gits. All those different colours work really well. And here's some of the most recent Warcry dice, so we can just see a little comparison again of the 2 different types. You're going to get the logo there, but you can see the quality of the print is just not good. I mean, when you put it side by side, you can really see the difference here. And I think for the amount of money we're paying for these sets, there's really no need to scrimp on these dice. And I don't know why they're doing it. It's especially when you look at the new designs that are coming out. The quality's gone down, the design's gone down, but the price has gone way up. So we're paying a lot more than we need to when you consider how cheap these dice are. I'm sure a company as big as Games Workshop could do something a lot better and really up the quality here to match the amount we're paying for them. Now, it's not all doom and gloom for the Games Workshop products, but I think it is the most recent ones that are coming out that are lacking, because I've got these Aeronautica Imperialis dice that I got. I'll put a link down below as well to Wayland Games. We can get a great price on these. And for Kill Team, I've got these 8 dice. That's all I need for this little Kill Team of intercessors. And I love these. These are some of my favourite dice again. For around £10 for 8 dice, I certainly don't mind paying when the quality's good. You've got a nice design on them. You've got a nice logo there. And the printing is just super crisp, as you would expect. And you even get a little box to put them in. So, yeah. Really good. Some of these older dice are fantastic, and even some of the smaller box game are coming with some really good dice too. Here's the ones I use for my Snotlings for Blood Bowl, and those dice are great. Again, these are some of my favourite ones. The little tub that they come in, the custom dice for the game. They're certainly not scrimping here. Printing is really great, nice designs, logos are done really well. And I just love playing with these dice. These are just over £10 again. You're only getting 7, but they are specialised dice. And that mushroom logo is the best. These are some of my favourites I've got. You've got the nice pattern there as well with the green and yellow. So they really can do a good job on dice, and they've certainly proved that in the past too. And they continue to do it for the new Blood Bowl teams that are coming out. But I just don't know what's going on with the bigger games. And I appreciate that you're going to need like packs of 20, so the cost is going to be different and the quality is going to be different, but they're still over £20-25. So, you know, if you want 20 dice, there are certainly better options out there now, I think, if you don't mind not having that logo on there. And certainly I've got used to the idea now. So I went hunting for some new dice for my Stormcast Eternals, and I came across these Chessex dice, and I'm going for a black theme but with an autumn base. And then for my wings of my dragon, for Krondis, I'm going with like fire wings. So really autumn colours. And I thought these fire or lava looking dice would fit in really nicely. I've got these autumn leaf litter from Green Stuff World to review soon as well. That's going to be all part of the build. But these dice are great. The weight's really good. The quality's there. And the price is a lot cheaper too. And just putting them side by side with some of the Kill Team dice, which are some of the crisper ones they printed, I think these just come out on top. They look interesting. I really like the different colours, the texture of the pattern, and the weight of them feels a lot different too. I got these from the dice shop, and these were £6 for 12, so a little bit more than the other dice I bought, but I think it was worth it. I got 2 packs, £12. I got 24 dice here, so still less than half price the ones you can get from Games Workshop, and I think much better quality. So for half the price, better quality, more interesting, I think it was a no-brainer. And this is the direction I'm going in now with my armies, not just for Age of Sigmar, but for 40k going forward too. And I'm always on the lookout for something interesting for my kill teams and for the smaller games. So if you've got any recommendations for dice that aren't from Games Workshop, want to add them in the comment section below. Be great to hear your thoughts too, and also your recommends, and maybe we can all find some new cool dice to add to our collections. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I just thought it'd be interesting to take a look back, because as I've been doing the previews over the past few months, I have noticed a decline in the dice. So I thought it'd be cool to have a little recap over the year and just see exactly what's been going on. For me, I just can't justify these prices from Games Workshop for what they're putting out in the dice department. And I think with so many other options available now, it's certainly a good idea to look elsewhere. But looking forward to hearing your thoughts too, and can't wait to read the comments. But for now, thanks so much for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, subscribe for more videos like this one, and don't forget to hit that notification bell too to join me here next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games. A big thanks to Tabletop Star for supporting the channel this month. Check out their website, the link's down below in the description. This is a great place to meet people in your area who like to play games as much as you do, so really awesome idea. And of course, a huge thank you to my Patreon supporters for being there right from the beginning, helping me to keep going with these daily videos. If you'd like to join the Patreon supporters, that link's in the description there down below too. I'd love to see you there.